Thank you. Mr Orban, you're one of the few European leaders who has a grasp of history, believes in nation-state and champions democracy, and I would say Hungary is lucky to have you. And you've shown you're not prepared to be bullied by these EU nationalists. You know, when you say, before we were dictated to by Moscow and now it's Brussels, and you say we're going to stand up to it, you actually mean it. So I think you've proved to be the secret weapon of the Eurosceptic movement, and your 6-month tenure in this presidency has indeed been historic. Because in the last 6 months, the peoples of Europe have finally woken up to what a completely undemocratic and failing project this is. And there have been some real highlights of your 6 months, and in particular, one thinks back to the Finnish general election and the stunning success of the True Finns party. And who can blame ordinary tax-paying voters in Finland or elsewhere for saying, we don't want to go on bailing out this failed project called the euro? Well, hard on the heels of the Finnish result, of course, we had the third catastrophe, the third casualty, Mr Barroso's own Portugal, that needed to be bailed out. And then, of course, we were back to Greece for the second bailout, with people out rioting on the streets. But perhaps to cap it all, the real highlight of your presidency was that the Danes tore up the Schengen Agreement. So all in all, I would say that you've had a remarkable, superb 6 months in office. More has happened to reawaken democracy and the future of the nation state perhaps than ever before. And I think there's a growing realisation, both here and elsewhere, that the worm has turned, that we've seen the beginning of the end of this extremely dangerous project. Mr Orban, jolly well done.
Thank you, Mr Co-President. The next speaker, Csanát Szegedi.